write the linear equation in point slope form. Point slope form. So here's what it is. So y minus y1, notice there's not a y2 up here, equals the slope times a parentheses x minus x1, and notice there's not an x2. That means that this x and this y are permanent. You're not substituting anything in for those. You are substituting a point, one point in for x1 and y1. So, just a simple example. If I said write this point or this equation in point slope form, given the slope to be 1/2 and the point and the line going through the point 1, negative 2, I would say this: it's y minus a negative 2, which is y plus 2, equals the slope 1/2 times x minus 1. So it's just like slope-intercept form, except it's a different way of writing it. Your point is positive 1, negative 2, with a slope of 1/2. So if I gave you the equation, you should be able to tell me the slope easily. And then the point, the opposite of the sign, x, y. Got it? All right. So example 1. Let's make this a little more interesting. Here you go. Write the equation in point slope form. So I have 2, 1 as my point, and my slope is 2. Okay. I'm going to give you 2 examples to do on your own that I've shown you that. See if you can do it. Follow the formula. Remember, just the x and the y, they don't change. They are x and y. The x1, y1 that change. So this is your x1, and that's your y1. Nate.
So y minus 1 equals 2, start parentheses, x minus 2 in parentheses.
Correct. Who got that right? Oh, you guys are brilliant. All right, try this one. Here's the point 5, negative 12, and the slope is negative 2/5.
Y plus 12 equals negative 2/5, start parentheses, x minus 5 in parentheses.
Excellent. Now, in a former book we used to use, it would say write it in point slope form and then give me the slope intercept form, which you can do just by having this information. Y equals 2x plus b. You substitute that in for x and y to find b. That's what we did yesterday. Or you get y by itself here. Watch what happens when I do that. I'm going to distribute. You don't. This is not really in your notes. I'm just showing you that you can get slope-intercept form by distributing and then moving the 1 to the other side. So I add 1, and I get y equals 2x minus 3. It's now in slope-intercept form. So just by chance, if you come across something in a workbook or something that says change your point slope form into the y-intercept or slope-intercept form, this is how you do it. Okay, just distribute and then move the numbers to the other side. All right, so here's another. Here's example 2. We got a graph. I want you to graph this Problem, y plus 3 equals negative 2x minus 2. Is it point slope form?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Graph it. What do you need to graph? Either 2 points or
Slope.
point and a slope, not just slope.
Oh, yeah.
So you graph the point first, so everybody do that. So somebody tell me what the point is. Min.
Negative 2, 3.
The point is
Oh wait, no, it's
positive
2, 3.
Negative 3.
Oh.
So look at your signs up here. They're always going to be opposite. Now, here's a heads up for future stuff. Usually, you're going to have a formula, and your information is going to be opposite signs when they're inside of parentheses. This is a group, but parentheses aren't necessary. All right. So now, what's the slope?
2.
Negative 2 over positive 1, write it in rise over run, makes it easier. So 2 negative 3 is right here. I'm going to rise to negative 2, that means I go down 2, and run 1. So down 2 and over 1. I keep going. I go down 2 more and over 1 more. I can go the opposite way. I can go up 2 and over 1. That's not right. That's right. Yeah, up 2, I went over 2 minutes. There. Up 2 more, and over 1. So there I get, it's not really an accurate graph. You go the opposite direction. You don't have to just move 1 and find a point. You can keep doing it. And the reason I say that, it might be helpful later on if you do multiple points. Do multiple rises over runs, okay? Yeah, sometimes it's easier.
Because it'll be way out there.
Yeah. All right, example 3. Write in point slope form. Make sure you read your directions after this section so that you understand what they're asking for. Don't just look at something like this and say, oh, that's slope intercept form. I'll just write slope intercept form. It's very easy for us to do. We rarely use point slope form. We'll almost always write your equations in slope intercept form. But just be careful when you read your directions that you give exactly what it's asking for. So here's your point, negative 320, and another point, 436. Nate, what do I do?
You find the slope by doing y1 or y2 minus y1.
Now, that's true. You got to find the slope using slope formula. But all of a sudden, we're going to have multiple answers. So, but only one slope. Let's find the slope first. 20 minus 36. You can go the other way if you want. Negative 3 minus 4. Sevenths. Let me check my math. Did I do it right? Okay, so that's my slope. Here's your 2 answers. If I use the first point, it's y minus 20 equals 16/7 times x plus 3. If I use the second point, it's y minus 36 equal, I'm going to write it over here, y minus 36 equal to 16/7 x minus 4.
When your phone was off, I was thinking,
Yeah. So, if I were to put these in slope intercept form, they'd be exactly the same. Because if the intercepts aren't the same, then it's 2 different lines, right? So that's why we like slope intercept form better than point slope form. You'll definitely have the exact same answer. So there's going to be 2 possible answers on some of your homework tonight.
Yeah.
All right, example 4, last one. A lot of writing here. Find the value of k so that the line passing through given points has slope n. So you're going to be given what the slope is. So here are the two, I'll let you write that down. Done? All right, here's your 2 points. K, 4K, and K plus 2, 3K. And your slope is -1. Oh my word, what do we do? Find the value of K. What do we know about these 2 points and this? We know about 2 points given in a slope.
If you do the y minus,
The slope formula.
yeah.
It'll give you the slope. Alright, so what we're saying is 4K minus 3K, that's y sub 2 minus y sub 1, and x sub 2 minus x sub 1, K minus K plus 2, be careful, that's a bigger value there. So it has to be grouped. You're subtracting the whole thing, not just the first thing. That's where you can make a mistake. Equals -1 over +1. How do I solve a proportion?
Well, you could do, it's just K on top. It's K over K minus 2K plus 2. I mean, K over K minus K plus 2.
Wait, how'd you get -1?
Slope is -1, right?
Oh.
Slope is rise over run.
Oh, okay.
Slope formula is the y,
Oh, I know what you do.
the y's over the x's equals n. Yeah. Yeah, cross multiply.
Oh.
You should already have the answer based off of what Luke just said, but we're going to go ahead and solve it anyway, just because you need to know how to do it if it doesn't look so easy. So this is 4K minus 3K is K. K times 1 is K. Equals, and that's what we're solving for, so we know we're not going to have to do anything else here. -1 times this. What is K minus K
Would it be
minus 2?
negative K plus K minus 2?
So you distribute the minus sign.
Yeah.
Distribute the minus sign. This becomes minus K, that becomes minus 2, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, what is K minus K?
0.
Minus 2.
-2.
So I have -2 times -1.
2. Wow.
Okay, now I simply get
What do? Put this in your slope formula. Set it equal to the fraction of your slope. And then cross multiply. Can you do that?
I don't get the distributing
I don't
value, so
think
when you started multiplying K minus K plus 2.
That's supposed to be.
Oh,
I'm subtracting the whole thing, aren't I?
Yeah.
So that means I also have to subtract the 2, not just the K. If I were to write it like this, then all you're doing is subtracting K and then adding 2. But aren't you subtracting the whole thing? So you have to distribute the minus sign. But
Well, then how do you write the equation?
you're just finding the value of K.
It says we have to find the right equation. The book,
Which set?
number 36.
Now, hold on a second. Let me give you the assignment and then I'll look at that. And then if you need to see another one, I'll do another one. The assignment, page 305, 4 to 40 evens, and the mixture of view evens.
Okay.